Welcome back to Good Day State Line. So you might think Thanksgiving is the biggest foodie day of the year, but I have to say the big game is right up there too. Tonight, Chef Bren Herrera is helping us have the best spread around during Sunday's game. Hi, Bren.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Yes, Sunday is going to be a really, really big day.
Yes, and you have all of the right ingredients in front of you. I have a sad coffee cup, but you've got it all.
Yes, I have real glasses here, and I'm double fisting this morning.
All right, so I know that you are a huge bourbon fan, and that is going to get us into this meatball recipe that we all definitely can make in the next few days.
Yeah, so definitely one of the very simple things that you can do for Super Bowl. And again, I want to tell folks at home, Sunday is the one cheat day where you have to not worry about calories, carbs. Nothing counts on Sunday because we want to be fun, have exciting times with our friends. So these meatballs are an elevated experience from your traditional chicken wings, pizza, chips, and dip, which I have here. And you should totally have anyway. But these meatballs are everything. Yes, I love bourbon. I bought these at one of those big bulk stores. You can buy 2 to 4 bags depending on how many people you have over. But all you're going to do is add a whole bunch of bourbon, not top shelf because you want to reserve that for sipping.
Yeah.
But some bourbon, you want to add some jelly, your favorite grape or strawberry. I have this blueberry that I picked up overseas, and some apple juice because you want some acid in there. So it's a combination of like sweet and sour. And then I added some thyme in there. Because the meatballs are already pre-cooked, you don't have to add a whole bunch of seasonings, but that flavor is really going to be elevated with that bourbon, the jellies, and the applesauce, or excuse me, the apple juice, or even if you want to use pineapple juice. And then I love fresh herbs, so I have fresh thyme in here. You could use sage, you could use rosemary, but let me tell you, I'm going to dig in here because I've been already enjoying some this morning. These meatballs are everything. I swear to goodness, your friends are going to be like, yes. This is just one simple idea of really elevating your experience this weekend. And of course the drinks, but yeah.
Yeah, I love that too because like it's not too much work to go buy the meatballs because they're already made. So then you're adding the flavor and you're adding the fun and really separating yourself from anyone else who's bringing meatballs to the party. Yours are going to be
100%. The thing about Sunday is that you don't want to be in the kitchen a whole lot. You want to be with your friends. You actually want to be watching the game. So make it easy for you. Again, you're going to buy the chicken wings. You're going to order the pizza. You're going to buy the chips. You're going to buy the pre-made salsa. You may even want to make your own guac, and that's fine. But with something like this, where you're going to be making a whole bunch, you definitely want to buy something that's pre-made, super easy to make, and then just really add all your flavor, spices into it. And of course, you're going to have beer and wine and soda and all that stuff, but I have sangria because I love spring and summer are right around the corner, so I'm double fisting. I've got some red sangria and I've got some white sangria, and I just added some fresh fruit to it. And I've already started my sipping for the weekend.
I mean, why not, right? It's Thursday.
It is. My sister calls it Friday Eve. So we're good.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you just said you added just fresh fruit into your wine to make it sangria, or did you add something else in there too?
No, so I added, okay, I'm glad you asked that because I wasn't going to say it, but I love bourbon and whiskey. So I added a little bit of whiskey in here just to kind of, again, give it a little more flavor, a little more pop, a little more intensity. But I added some fresh oranges in here. For white sangria, you can use raspberries. You can use fruits that are contrasting in color. So white grapes, you can use apples. The same thing goes for red sangria, but for the white one, because I've got something so dark here, I wanted to give it some contrast. So I've got some oranges. You can add clementines if you don't like oranges. Again, apples, grapes, fruits that are really going to absorb the alcohol in here. But the idea is to have an abundance of all this food because the game is going to be long. It's going to be at least 3.5, 4 hours, and you consider halftime and all the commercials. So make sure that you have enough food. But for me, the key component here is whiskey in my meatballs, and I added a splash in my sangria.
Pretty sweet. Okay, so before we go, we want to hear about your show on Clio TV.
Yeah, so thanks for asking. Clio TV is a network for women, by women, and I'm really excited because I got a big deal during the pandemic, which is crazy to think, but I filmed all of season 1 last year. It ended about a month ago, 16 episodes. I invited my entire family for one episode. My mom joined me for one episode. Celebrity DJ D-Nice out in LA joined me for an episode. And it's just really about celebrating the culture, who I am as an Afro-Latina, and I love to eat, clearly. And I just wanted to show the audience what food looks like through my lens, what traveling looks like through my lens. And it's so much fun. Season 2, I should start filming later on this year, but I'm really excited because I get to do what I love, which is cooking, entertaining, and introducing the audience to foods from my background, my home, my diaspora, and just how I love to use food to show you that I love and appreciate you.
Yeah, we
And
really
yes, girl, I
love
love to eat.
chatting with you today. These are great ideas. And it's just always fun to talk about food. That's like the world's best topic.
It really, really is. And I always say food is that one thing, no matter what you're doing and no matter what's going on in life and no matter your political affiliation, food is that one thing that's always going to bring us together. And it just has that beautiful power of doing so because we all need to eat, right? So why not eat really good food?
I'm with you. All right, where can we find you online in case we want more recipes from you?
Yes, excuse me. I'm loving my white sangria here. You can find me on social media everywhere at Bren Herrera. That's on IG, that's on TikTok, that's on Facebook and LinkedIn, and Twitter. All the handles are Bren Herrera.
Sweet.
And my website is brenherrera.com. And Clio TV, you can find all of my recipes, including this one and a couple of other appetizer options for you for this weekend on Clio.tv under my show, which is called Culture Kitchen with Bren.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks so much. You guys have a great evening and have a really, really great and delicious Super Bowl party.
Thanks. When we come back, we are talking finances with Rock Valley Credit Union.